Okay, check 1 2. I do have voice. I need to do that because OBS had an update today. So welcome to the channel, everybody. I'm Aesop Grim, and we're continuing as I dip my toes back into World of Warcraft for the first time in 14 years, and it's been fun. I have had fun, but I want to catch you up on some stuff. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night and I played quite a bit of World of Warcraft. We left off in yesterday's episode in Westfall. I have since cleared that zone, and I kind of wish I had that one to do over again, because one of the best early game quest lines is right there in Westfall. I forgot about that until I kind of did it, but it was the entire Defias infiltration. You're kind of learning about the criminal organization, and you're gathering information and intelligence on them, and flying all over the place, reporting to people that are running clandestine operations and stuff. It was flipping pretty neat, man. Hey Armstrong, how are you doing, man? Welcome to today's episode. And so I really wish that I had that to do over again, but alas, it is done. And we are now in Lakeshire of the Redridge Mountains. So on the map overall, right here is Elwyn Forest. This is where humans start. Stormwind is right here. We were down here in Westfall. We're now one zone to the east of Elwyn Forest in the Redridge Mountains. We have a bunch of quests to do here. Let's see, how do I do this? I expand Redridge Mountains. We have a lot of quests to do here. The other thing, if you'll notice, is I have a bear now. So I had made my decision based off of a video by a guy named Metagoblin, who does quite a bit of World of Warcraft stuff. And he had suggested going with a boar. And he gave all his reasons why in a video, and that sounded great to me. I totally bought into it, and it must have been true at the time, but I only recently saw that video was 4 years old. He had another video that's only a year old where he said bear is the way to go, and in his previous video he said you're going to take boar to level 32 and then you're going to go get a cat. But with the bear video that was just a year ago, he said it's bear all the way, from the first time that you can tame a pet all the way to when you're done leveling. And it's because they have this ability right here, swipe nearby enemies, inflicting 13 to 17 damage. This is an AoE ability. So bears, with their high stamina, their natural stamina, because they're in the tenacity group of pets, do a tremendous job of AoE tanking. They do a lot of AoE damage with that swipe ability. Later on, they get an ability that we can give them called, I think it's called Thunder Stomp. And they just do a terrific job of holding aggro on multiple enemies. And that's one of the things that I was running into trouble with. So we now have a bear. I am level 19. We are 3/4 of the way through that. Yeah, almost 75% right here, according to my XP bar at the bottom. I am loaded up with quests. Let's look at the talent tree real quick, because I got new bags. Some of them from quests. One of them I bought. We have ammunition. All this stuff here is stuff that I need to keep. So our bags are empty except for those, so we're set to go questing. And my talent tree looks like this now. We're using Beast Mastery. I have 5 of 5 into Improved Aspect of the Hawk. While Aspect of the Hawk or Dragon Hawk is active, and let's look at what that does for us. Aspect of the Hawk. Over on the bottom right, you see the tooltip. The Hunter takes on the aspects of a hawk, increasing ranged attack power by 20. And while we have that active, all normal ranged attacks have a 10% chance of increasing ranged attack speed by 15% for 12 seconds. So basically, once we get that buff, we will keep it, because it's all ranged attacks have a chance, right? And you'll see it pop up right here. And it'll just give us a little haste buff of 15% ranged attacks, increased ranged attack speed. I have 1 point into endurance training, increases the health of your pet by 2% and your total health by 1%. That's the only point we'll be putting into that. I am following Icy Veins' talent guide. We also have 2 points into improved Revive Pet. Revive Pet's casting time is reduced by 6 seconds. Mana cost is reduced by 40% and increases the health your pet returns with by an additional 30%. And then I have 2 points, 2 out of 2, into Focused Fire. All damage caused by you is increased by 2% while your pet is active, and the critical strike chance of your pet's special abilities is increased by 20% while Kill Command is active. We don't have Kill Command yet, but we will in the future. The pet has a talent tree also, but we won't be putting anything into there until we ding to level 20, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to take. I'm not sure what he's capable of taking yet. We'll find out whenever, it's probably going to be this one, whenever he hits 20. But we're looking to make him our tank, so we want him to be tough. Last thing before we get started then is just a recap of what I'm doing here. I'll probably do this every video because you never know who's dropping by. But at the very beginning of the video, I want to mention that I am as a returning player, having been gone for over a decade. There's a lot of World of Warcraft content that has released that I've not experienced. There's so much going on in WoW these days that my head is spinning. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. Like, I don't really understand the concept of seasons yet. I'm starting to. I know it a lot better than I did a week ago, but I'm still kind of noobish on that whole, what exactly is that? I just know enough to know that it's not what I'm wanting to do right now. But it does look interesting. Glyphs. I have glyphs available to me on this character. I don't know where to go for it. Anyway, you guys know better than I do what I'm talking about. I have glyphs available, and I don't really know when that started, or I heard just today watching a video that it's not in WoW retail, so they got rid of it. I think it might just be specific to Wrath of the Lich King. So, you know, point being, there's a lot of stuff going on in World of Warcraft that I don't have any clue about. There's a lot of classes and races that I haven't experienced. My old main class, Priest, well, really at the end I was maining a Warlock, but I played Priest for a long time. It's got a radical amount of changes and it looks really interesting to me. So I want to get to that eventually. But in order to experience all of this content in chronological order, I found a walkthrough guide that kind of tells me how to do it. And it suggested that I start a new character on a Wrath of the Lich King Classic realm, and I just play that all the way to level cap, do whatever end-game content that I'm able to, make a note of all the zones that I leveled through, because this is a pre-cataclysmic world. Cataclysm, you know, the expansion pack. And then scratch that character, scrap him, or, you know, leave him, and start a new character on WoW Retail, level him up through all the zones that I did in this one right here that I'm playing now. The guide suggested that I start the same class and race, so a Dwarf Hunter, so that I can do a one-to-one comparison and see the differences in a post-Cataclysm environment. Azeroth, and then from there to start using Chromie time to experience the game in its chronological order, and the guide told me what order the expansion's released in. So that's a snapshot of what I'm doing. It's a long-term plan, and we're on phase 1 of that right now. So I have accomplished a number of quests here in this zone already. As I completed Westfall, there was a lot of back and forth between Lokbadan here, Stormwind, and Westfall, and now we're ready to get going once again. So I'm going to start with Hillary's necklace here. I think that should be right here in the lake. We just need to dive off. How long have I been streaming? Almost 17 minutes in, and we're ready to actually get to gameplay. But here we go. My pet is happy. He is the same level as me, so all that's taken care of. into the deep. Let's zoom in a little bit. And we're looking for like sparkling mud. In fact, we can play this quest. I guess I can't. It does. It's a little kid that's looking for his friend Hillary's necklace. And he's asked for our help. Let's go back. It should be somewhere in the vicinity of where they're at. That's if I'm remembering correctly. I might not be. You guys be sure to let me know if any audio needs to be tweaked, if we have imbalances anywhere. I have music turned down, but I haven't done anything with sound effects, so any feedback will just improve the experience for everybody, and much appreciated. I do remember this quest being a little bit tedious. Gotta hunt around for it for a while sometimes. Did I see something over here? No. Well, let's go up for air. I wish I could do that IRL. That's pretty impressive. Maybe they changed the quest. Let me make sure about this. My friend Hillary lost her necklace and we can't find it. We've been fishing all day right here and we looked around here already. The only thing I can think of is that it fell into the lake. Our parents don't want us to swim in the lake. My mom says there's some mean things underwater. But you look like you aren't scared of mean things. Could you find it for her, please? So it is the same quest. They haven't made any changes. I'm going further out in case I was wrong, but I thought I remembered it being right in front of the pier. Oh, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Aspect of the cheetah to gain some speed. Look out, Rugrats. Don't get rolled over. All right. Hey, Armstrong, you of course don't have to answer this, but I was just wondering, you guys moved a while ago. You should be established now, I would guess. Do you like it where you're at? Is it an improvement for you? We're gonna do dry times. I've got most of the things, but the next thing that we need to get is in a different zone that we haven't been to yet. So I'm gonna minimize that one. Oslo's toolbox.
I could really use a hand here, adventurer. With the town under siege, it's been hard to get supplies. My tools were being delivered from Goldshire by wagon, but the bridge was blown out. We put the tools in a boat, but the orcs hit it with a catapult. Just my luck. My toolbox sank right to the bottom of the lake. Retrieve my toolbox, adventurer, and I'll make it worth your while.
Okay, where does he indicate some? Oh, okay, number 2. Oslo's toolbox. None of these are indicating that it would be the toolbox. These are all for a different quest. Selling fish. But let's go see if we can swim right to that number 2 point. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving. For me, this is the best time of the year. I look forward to it every year. It always passes by like the build up to Christmas. It's just too fast for me. When we get into November, it feels like it's a long ways away, but then man, it just seems like it goes faster and faster and faster. So I'm just trying to soak it up for as much as it's worth right now. I just really like this time of year. I didn't used to be like this. For me, to be quite honest, you know, I was overseas a lot, and Thanksgiving and Christmas were just another day for me, but that is not the case anymore. Maybe it has something to do with getting older. I don't know. Maybe you get nostalgic vibes or something like that, or you get a different perspective on life, but I really like this time of year. Here, this little gear icon, that's it. So that's where we're headed. Looks like we got Murlocs in the water. They're level 18-ish. There it is. Okay, our bear will take care of him. Allowing us to just go ahead and get out. That Murloc is actually doing some decent damage to our bear. He's below 50% health. Okay, call him back. There we go.
Hey there. Excellent recovery, adventurer. I never thought I'd see these tools again. During the last orc invasion, we were forced to smelt our iron down to make bullets, swords, and armor. We sent word to Stormwind for a new shipment of materials, but a band of Redridge gnolls hijacked the caravan and ran off into the hills behind Lakeshire. Now we're coming up short on supplies to get this bridge rebuilt. If you can bring me 5 iron pikes and 5 iron rivets, adventurer, I'll make sure you're rewarded. Now let's get to work.
Okay.
We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about those gnolls you reported to me. Scout Southern Redridge for gnolls. Harry them, kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find those gnolls camped all along the southern road of Redridge. Do this for the Stormwind Army, adventurer, and you will be rewarded.
Okay, well, I'm on the northern, so these are orcs. So we need to head south. We're gonna have to go after those black dragon whelps also. But right now, we're gonna focus on gnolls. Yeah, I played this for hours last night. So between that and streaming, you can see kind of how heavily I'm into the game. Because I'm streaming for hours also. Maybe I should consider that. That's a lot of video gaming. Need to read my Bible more. Yeah, actually I do. I haven't read today's stuff yet. All right, so I'm just thinking out loud. Here we go. Let's start taking these guys out and see if they'll drop what we need. Nope, it doesn't look like they have anything that I'm looking for. Because there's no loot icon. Okay, what about you? Well, let's just start on this then. Redridge goulash. We gotta kill some spiders. We need to kill those boars also. I do feel better since going back to my old key binding setup. It's better for my pinky, and you can tell by all the key binds I have here. I feel like I've got 2 banks of key binds. That's probably going to be enough. I don't know. We'll see whenever I'm higher level. Is this an upgrade? Plus 3.7 DPS and plus 1 strength. Yeah, we'll take that. I don't really need the strength, but the other stuff is good. And I've got the medium armor kits. Let's open this up and put that on the chest. This is going to increase armor by 16. We'll apply 1 to the legs also. This is what our guy looks like right now, by the way. BT dub. All right, here we go. Tarantula. Wing clip him. Something I need to start learning how to do is to get my bear to round up multiple targets. And then open fire. So we've only gotten 1 crisp spider meat so far. Is that 2? No. Level 20, that's a big one. That's a big one. I think actually we can get a mount. It used to be that you had to be level 40, but I believe I saw level 20 on a mount yesterday. We might get access to some nice abilities too. Just traditionally speaking, level 20 is a milestone moment in World of Warcraft. 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80, I think. Yeah, plus 1.4 in damage per second. So we have upgraded our gun again. Remember that in Wrath of the Lich King, our dwarf racial, where's that? Here. No. Here. Where's it at? Parry, gun specialization. Your chance to critically hit with guns is increased by 1%. And that's really a big deal because hunters are crit-based. It's a crit-based class. We also have a talent point we can spend. I actually don't remember where I'm supposed to go. I think pathfinding. Aspect mastery also, yes. Damage of the viper, aspect of the monkey, aspect of the hawk increases the attack power bonus by 30%, so that's a total of 50%. Oh, no, it's not. Whatever 30% of 20 is. Okay, well, this is what I can do. Let's unlock my display and bring up the interwebs right here. And I now have it saved. So there's the website if you guys want to copy it, but this is Icy Veins. Them and Wowhead are two of the big sources, like databases for World of Warcraft. And there are a lot of different Icy Veins pages for Beast Mastery Hunter. This is the one that has the talent tree where I can use this bar to tell it what level I am. And so it's saying I should go aspect mastery next. And I'm guessing it doesn't show me what my pet should be. So we'll just kind of, I guess, take that one by feel. Let's bring game capture back on. Take aspect mastery. Look at the pet. He has not dinged yet, so we'll get him in a minute. And I wanted to bring that up. And we should be tracking beasts. Are there more beasts around? Yeah, here's a tarantula. So I put a dot on the spider while I finish off the gore tusk. And my bear needs a mint pet. But I want to start doing that so I can get into a habit of it and just develop the skill. So I can tell with my tracking there's another one over this way. Oh, they're too far away, so... The drop rate's pretty abysmal. Here we go. This should be a good example. Fired a little bit too soon. We're still just at 1 of 5. Okay, we finally got something from the boar. We're hitting these things so awesome. Oh, see, here's that buff that increase our range attack. We're hitting these things so hard that I'm finding I don't even really have to use my mana using abilities. I can just use auto shot. Get aggro on that guy. Get aggro on this guy. And now get aggro on this guy. I'll put Mend Pet on him. There we go, level 20 for the pet. That was a big ask for him. It took 2 Mend Pets for him to take on 3. So let's pop open talents. And the bear does have 1. Oh, he does get a charge. Your pet charges an enemy, immobilizing the target for 1 second. And increasing the pet's melee attack power by 25% for its next attack. That's going to help with threat generation. Increase your pet's total stamina by 4%. That's hit points. Increase your pet's armor by 5%. And then over here, increase your pet's attack speed by 15%. Your pet will hit faster, but each hit will do less damage. So I'm going to take charge. Let's see that in action. Yeah, it worked. Oh, and I got Gypsy Tunic of the Monkey. Because it's of the monkey, I'm pretty sure it's going to be plus agility. Yep, stamina and agility. It is leather. It's 70 armor. Ooh. Because of the reinforced armor kit, what I have on is actually better. Well, we'll let what always decides these things determine what to do. Fashion. Yep, we're going with the new one. I'll probably pick up leather working. We can make our own armor kits. So I actually just nerfed myself in order to look better. That's pretty prima donna. You're not actually supposed to do that in WoW. That's fine for Destiny 2, but you're not really supposed to do that in World of Warcraft. In Destiny 2, the armor doesn't matter very much. Wait, what am I looking at over here? What was that? A Murloc, okay. Yeah, that charge is going to be nice. That's a good pickup. Okay, how am I looking on that quest? 2 gore tusk snouts and 1 crisp spider meat. So, not all that great, to be honest. We're gonna grab these 3. Oh, there's 4. Let's see how this works. Oh, look, this guy's healing my pet.
Thank you.
Kirstana is an angel. Wow, thank you so much, Kirstana. That was really kind of her. She dismounted and everything. Way to be cognizant of the situation. That was really kind. I try to do that too whenever I'm on my buffing classes. And even with my hunter, yesterday I was helping people out. I rolled by and noticed a guy, a druid, completed his fight. He didn't have any problem, but he got attacked by an additional mob. And it looked like he could maybe use some help. I didn't bother to analyze the situation. I just saw he got kind of blindsided by another mob after doing a fight. And so, as a hunter, I helped finish off that mob. And he thanked me for it. For those of you who watched my first video in this series, you saw that I started out as Horde, and there was not that same level of cooperation on the Horde side. But granted, I might have been in a dead zone. Like, there just weren't that many people around in the undead zone. And that's not totally unexpected. Most people for Horde will go to Orgrimmar as soon as possible. Or the Western continent in general. Tiger's Eye. Oh, TGIF, guys, by the way. Yep. When you hit them with the stun, they decide to stay and fight. That's interesting with how they program AI. That it's smart. So I can use my stun almost like a misdirect. Because the AI interprets it the same way. It makes sense. Oh, that was an elite. We wrecked it. It knows, okay, I'm not going to make it that far to that target, and I got this one right on top of me, so I should just stop and fight it. Let's open up the inventory. I can't use maces. This is mail. This is a wand. Oh, yeah, by the way, I was able to find this simple branch of the eagle offhand last night. So I equipped that. There's a glance at my stats, where we're at right now. We're getting pretty full on bags. Let's try and hit this whole camp here. I'm gonna send my bear. Oh, we got a traveling pack. Maybe we'll hit this camp. I don't know, everything here looks sketchy. Man, my bear is doing pretty good. He's taking a beating, but he's surviving everything. Oh, that was quick. Oh, that's a new pack. I keep forgetting that I have stone form. I need to be using that sometimes. We live. Take this, suckers. We dominant. Barrel of milk, yeah, we could use that. Seven of 10 Redridge mongrels. We also need poachers. What's that buff that Pally gave me? Increased stats by 10%. One of these days, I probably really do need to play Pally. I bet that is probably my most, for my personality type and the things I believe in, like aligns with me the most. Sort of, I guess in D&D terms, I've heard, I don't know D&D really well, but I've heard enough over the years to know there's like chaotic good or lawful good. But for whatever reason, I always just seem to opt for another class. Like I think about Pally and then I do something else. I feel like now we're starting to play like a Beastmaster Hunter. This is why it's such a good leveling spec. You just pull packs, man, and you destroy everything. We're just at the forward edge of this spec, too. I don't need thrashers. I need poachers and, what was the other one? I need one more mongrel. Let's go kill more of these tarantulas and gores. So I think though for Wrath of the Lich King, when you get to, and it's Wrath specifically, but when you get to end game, you want to go marksman. But I'm not 100% yet. Like I say, there's so many like variations and iterations of WoW that I'm not. Sometimes I'm a little concerned about getting my wires crossed. people who settled this town. How are we doing on ammo? 580, about 600. I have a feeling we're going to have to sell here pretty soon. That's a different looking boar. Belly grub. Oh, he's a quest. He's level 24. I don't care what level he is. Oh, darn it. I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. Okay, I have concussive shot set up on a mouse button that requires me to press shift, and that's probably not going to be conducive to kiting. I might have to find an alternate place for that button. Yeah, I see it already, so let's try that. Okay, I can't skin them. I don't have high enough level. Oh, I don't need any more gore tusks. Okay. Since we're here, let's go ahead and dip into town, repair and sell. Looks like we got a quest we can turn in already. I'm not sure. An unwelcome guest, maybe.
Need help? Finally, the menace is laid to rest.
Oh,
Thank
that was
you,
for...
adventurer. You have done me a great service. The garden shall be in full bloom this season.
That was for killing belly grub. So some of the quests you guys didn't see, there was a guard out here patrolling on the road out this way, and he asked us to deliver some flowers to a chick that works right over here. She's the innkeeper, and she in turn, let's see, so in order to do that, he gave us money to come to this lady who is a florist and buy flowers from her to deliver to a girl he fancies, the innkeeper, who works right here. So the innkeeper gave us like lunch to take out to that guy, but she mentioned something about, oh, that's sweet, but I hope he didn't pay to purchase flowers from that vixen, Marty Jane Rose. And by the way, when we bought flowers from Marty, Marty wanted to know who they were for and who was ordering the. She was like, "Oh, love is in the air. It's just nice to know what's going on in the town and that love is in the air." No, she's scouting. She's got eyes on that dude, right? And she's not just that. I don't think it's just that. If this chick is right, it's not that she has eyes for that dude. It's that she doesn't want this girl to have something. She wants to take whatever it is that's the motivation.
See you around.
It's evil. So anyway, I thought that was funny. So we have now done a quest for her. She is the town florist. And we were going to sell. Hey, Bytone. The grind is real in Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, it is. But, you know, I'm a returning player from 14 years ago, so for me, this is kind of my comfort zone. I really love the leveling experience. But just to give you a heads up, my overall goal here, I'll try and make this short because it is kind of convoluted. But because I haven't been playing for 14 years, there's a lot in WoW that it makes my head spin. And there's a lot of stuff that I've missed. So I found an article that told me, hey, if you want to experience everything in chronological order, the best way to do it is this. And it said, step 1, start a character on Wrath of the Lich King Classic and play that. Don't use Chromie time. Actually play the Wrath of the Lich King Classic, do the Burning Crusade on your way, you know. And then whenever you're done with that, start a new character on retail, go through, and they suggested that I do the same class and race, and then go through all the same zones that I leveled through on this playthrough here, so that I can see the differences between pre-Cataclysm and post-Cataclysm. And then after that, then start doing the Chromie time stuff in the order that the expansions were released. So that's the overall plan. It's a pretty ambitious, long, stretching plan. I don't know if I'll actually accomplish all of it. But
Murlocs are becoming a problem. Larger groups of the fishmen are dropping anchor along the shores of Lake Everstill and fishing up a storm. We need them gone before they eat all the fish in the lake. Hunt Murlocs. Bring me 8 of their fins and I might have something for you.
All right, so I just recently hit level 20. I need to sell everything that's not a quest item. Oh, I'm starting to get medium leather now. I'm just using skinning to make money. I don't even have leather working, although I'm thinking about picking it up to make those armor kits. This might be useful. Held in offhand, you can actually equip this. Okay.
See you around.
We still have 500 ammo. Her name is Karen. Remember, this was made like back in 03. So there was no meme at the time. And so this, it just kind of fulfills the meme. Karen being a popular name, right? So I thought that was kind of funny. So let's see. What about the mongrels? I'm going to reference my map here in a minute and see if I can find where these mongrels and poachers are at. Kill name. Warrior. Human warrior on a night elf mount. That is interesting. I don't remember if that was possible before or not. I think it was, But you had to grind
The
up
Blackrock
faction
clan
rep.
must be destroyed. The enemy has invaded our land. These mountains fall under the sovereign right of the King of Stormwind. Our sources tell us that the leaders of each unit within the clan are known as champions. You'll find them in their encampment to the north, just west of the road to the Burning Steps. Magistrate Solomon wants these foul brutes dead. Slay 15 Blackrock champions and return to me.
Okay, let's stay away from the dragon whelps for right now because that'll just take up bag space if we do get the drop. But we need spiders. Let's go ahead and bring the map up. Redridge, Brute, and Mystic, where we can get iron rivets and iron pikes. Oh, we're down here. Poachers and mongrels. This little body of water. That direction. I would really like to complete that quest. Get it. Check the box, you know, so we can move on to something else. Let's see, I do need spider meat. Yeah, so we'll kill this guy. So that's also why I picked Beastmaster Hunter by Tonus, because this idea that I'm pursuing is going to take a lot of level. But ultimately, once I'm done checking out the content that I've missed, I really want to get back to a priest. The changes that happened with priest are really intriguing to me. Like, at least, at a bare minimum, 2 of the 3 trees. And I think actually all 3 trees look pretty interesting to me. Okay, I saw a poacher over there. Let's maybe just go ahead and clear this guy out. I think he could be a problem. Oh, look, he tanks like he's supposed to, and wow, he flipped around and got the mob to put its back towards us. Ooh. That was the wrong button. I totally hit the wrong button. Bail out. I just recently changed these 2 buttons around. That was my bad. I hit him with a concussive shot because I hit the key that I used to have immolation trap on. The whole purpose of me moving concussive shot to that key is because that particular key makes it a little easier for me to kite. And so, but I'm not used to it. I just made that change like 5 minutes ago. I've already been streaming an hour. Man, today has been a pretty good time. I've been having a lot of fun in general. But you know you're having a ton of fun whenever you lose track of time, you know? I don't need that up anymore. Let's go ahead and eat one of these. I don't know if I'll get well fed off that or not. Nope. Gotta level my cooking skill a little bit more so I can get some food that gives me well fed. Alright, let's activate Hawk. Ooh. Okay, there's 2 poachers right here. So let me pre-plant. Am I out of gun range? I am not. Okay, let me pre-plant right there. What's going on here? Okay. Starting to pick up wool. Where'd that other guy go? Come on, man. What's going on here? There we go. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing and pre-plant my trap. Oh, whoops. Okay, and it was sloppy because I'm getting used to those new keybinds, but we were able to take down a substantial amount of mobs. I need 1 more poacher, and then that quest will be completed. Let's see, that's poacher right there. Go get him, Tiger. I should name him Tiger. Okay. Oh. Move around. So, spiders. I need 2 more spiders, and then I haven't even come across condors yet. Let's go back the other way. Yeah, spider. Oh. Oh, there's a condor. condor. I really don't want to mess with the dragon whelps yet, just because it will, once I get the quest drop, it'll take up a bag slot. Need to get back to, where are we at? We're down here. Yeah, we need to get back to around here. Okay, so let's activate, we got a ways to go. Activate cheetah. Oh, by the way, yesterday I was talking about how my guy looked like he was faster for some reason. It's because of pathfinding. I had my boar out, and that's one of the things that you get from the boars is a pathfinding buff, which increases your speed. I don't really know if we get that from the bear or not. It doesn't show up here. It's like innate, I guess. So I've been trying to learn more about how seasons work because that's a completely foreign concept to me. And I see plenty of guide videos on Season of Discovery, but I don't find anything on seasons in general. I'm assuming because it's been around long enough that nobody's looking for that anymore. But I did watch an intro video for Season of Discovery and saw there's an interesting aspect of PvP involved in that, where when you get enough PvP kills, it causes an NPC to, what do you call it, spawn for each faction. And then each faction has to try and kill the opposing team's, or the opposing faction's NPC. Which is hard because you're supposed to defend it also, right? And that sounds pretty neat to me. I'm not great at PvP. Never have been in any kind of game at all. It's like the quick twitch thinking required, and it doesn't match my style or gifts, I guess. But even in games like Destiny, where like nobody likes Gambit, right? But I play Gambit like pretty hardcore. I'll listen to podcasts, and Gambit is what I have, what I enjoy playing as just tooling around with something in the background while I'm taking in information from a podcast. And so I like Alterac Valley in this game. So games that are a mix of PvE and PvP, for whatever reason, that appeals to me. And so reading that about Season of Discovery looked pretty neat. And then I guess there's runes that everybody's looking for that can change your class, sometimes radically. I understand warlocks can tank and mages can heal if they get enough of these runes. And the whole thing, it's like a treasure hunt. And it makes me kind of wish like I had gotten into World of Warcraft about a year ago so I could have done what I'm doing right now. Because I don't want to play seasons at the moment. I want to do what I'm doing right now first. But because I was never very good at, I was a casual player, and I played a lot of, it's like Destiny 2. I played a lot of it, but I was a casual player. And so I never really even, I never cleared Molten Core There's some dungeon down in Shadowthorn Vale that I've never completed. I've been partway through it, but never completed it. And apparently that's where Seasons really shines, is it level caps you for a few months. And so the whole server focuses on this low-end vanilla content. So that's one of the things that I really need, because I haven't seen it, you know.
There's a sizable force of gnolls in camp there, and from what you tell me, they are tough ones. It must not have been easy for you to gather this intelligence. Here you are, adventurer. We are grateful for your aid, and if you haven't already done so, speak with Marshal Maris and Magistrate Solomon within Lakeshire. Our situation grows ever more desperate. Those two will have need of you, I'm sure.
Okay. So, you know, who knows how long I stick with World of Warcraft? I really don't know. What I do know is that for the time being, the amount of things that are new to me and kind of the head-spinning degree to which you can play different versions and iterations of WoW right now has really captured my interest. So... And I used to play this game a
You need
lot.
something? Safe
So
travel.
we may see this on the channel extensively. Okay, she repaired, so I got my
What are you
repair
looking
done.
for?
No, she didn't repair. See, I don't need you. I don't need you. Or you. I do need you and you. I can get rid of this. This. This, both of these, and all three of these. Okay.
Have a good one.
Where is the armor repair? I thought it was... Oh, it's this guy back here. Yeah, armor smith. Or armorer.
What can I do for you?
There we go. Auto repair.
Be good.
Okay, so what's number 2 here? Murloc fins, underbelly whelp skins, the head of Gathilzog, Shadowhide pendant, Fangor. All this stuff is these are the red quests. Tough condor meat right here. This is where I want to go. Okay, so that is this one.
Nothing would please me more than to make you some Redridge goulash. But there's a slight problem. During the recent orc uprising, I fed the entire brigade of Stormwind troops. My cupboard is now bare, but if you can provide me with the ingredients, I'd be happy to oblige. Just bring me 5 pieces of tough condor meat, 5 great Goratusk snouts, and 5 helpings of crisp spider meat.
Okay, Chef Brianna needs those ingredients. Tough condor meat. We are going to be running into orcs up here also. Case in point. Those guys, they could take a punch. Okay, we got one battle, so we're gonna need to kill those. Condor. Oh, more. That looks actually pretty challenging. There's 3 of them. can't seem to... Oh, it's that button. Not bad. Can I drink and eat at the same time? Yes. Okay, go ahead and bring milk down here. I'm here for condor meat, suckers. Why y'all gotta make it difficult for me? Okay, so I'm in the right area. There's a condor right there. I guess we're gonna hunt dragons also. One of these quests, I'm pretty sure, requires me to kill dragons. Where is it? Underbelly whelp scale. Greater tarantula. Hey, McBratton, how are you doing, man? Wrath of the Lich King. That was, in my opinion, the peak of WoW. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. My pleasure, by the way. And it's probably not in the title, so you may not be aware, but I'm a returning player. I've not even glanced at WoW for 14 years. I actually quit, reached my burnout point right about the beginning, like just a few months after the release of Wrath of the Lich King. And I'm only just now learning that that was considered the best expansion WoW ever had. So I guess the story is really good, and the gameplay, and all that good stuff. So what I'm trying to do right now is to do a chronological catch-up on all the stuff I missed. So I found a walkthrough guide that told me I should start out with a character on Wrath of the Lich King Classic, level up, do everything I want to do there, and then start the same kind of character and race and all that in WoW Retail, level up through the same zones so that I could see the differences between pre-Cataclysm and post-Cataclysm, and then start using Chromie time to experience the other expansions in their chronological order. So That's what I'm doing. I'm on step 1 of that process. I should probably find a way to embed all that information in my videos somehow so that people know what's going on. Not far before me, I quit just before Cataclysm. Yeah, so nice. We're 2 peas in a pod. I talked to a guy the other day. On my first video here, I originally started out as an undead priest. And after playing that for a while, well, the idea that I was going with was I wanted to play to level 10 as a priest and play to level 10 as a hunter and make a decision from there as to which class I was gonna go with. But pretty quickly I figured out that on this particular server, Alliance seems to be more active and more cooperative. And I also figured out pretty quickly that because of what my goals are, I think Beast Mastery Hunter is the way to go. So anyway, there's your surrounding context, right? So the guy that was talking to me as I was playing Priest mentioned that he was a Beastmaster Hunter and that he had similar circumstances to what you and I were just talking about. You know, so it's like, that's another person that there's like so many things in common. It's unusual. Where am I at with that condor meat? 3 of 5. Where am I at with the underbellies? 1 of 6. You're playing my main, Dwarf Hunter. Nice. I actually played 15 levels of Night Elf Hunter before I decided I think I want to be a dwarf. And then I did some research, and you know, because ultimately I'm trying to get to WoW retail, right? So I looked at some of the differences, and I thought dwarf looked better and then also had better abilities. Although I'm PvE centric, I'm not PvP oriented, and so Night Elf is really strong with Shadow Meld. And if I could bring myself to play a female character, I probably would have gone Night Elf because their animations look really fantastic. Like the way she shoots the bow is a lot better than the way the male Night Elf shoots his crossbow. And the female, being a more slender character, I think looks better in her armor than the male Night Elf. But I just don't play female characters very often. And some games I do, and if I'm going to play one, it's typically going to be like either a spellcaster or an archer. So it fit, but for whatever reason, you know, it kind of eludes me. I don't really know why. I'm being honest about that. I usually am pretty good about knowing my own internal motivations. But I like to play male characters on World of Warcraft. So once that was understood by me, I looked at male dwarves and I looked at male night elves at like level 60 in their gear and stuff. And I was like, dwarf, hands down, man. The dwarf is phenomenal. And you get the gun, you know, which, as I understand, Wrath of the Lich King is actually not a strength because all your best weapons are bows or crossbows. But even if you're shooting a bow, the dwarf animation for bow is similar to the night elf female, where you're holding it like an actual archer. You're not like a crossbow, you know, and you draw back the way that I would want. Just, it's a good looking animation. Let's get this guy first. Beast Mastery 2, though when the Death Knights showed up, I switched to Survivor. Yeah, that Death Knight class is interesting. I heard that Survivor spec is actually really good. Whenever I played, people laughed at that. That's kind of one of the things that led to the whole Huntard idea. You know, like, you idiot, who plays a hunter and tries to mix in melee? Right? But I have heard that it is now absolutely viable. I don't know really when that happened. If you quit right around the time I did, it must have been quite a while ago. Oh no. What button is it? Shift button 4? There it is. Wing clip. I didn't get it off. Doesn't matter, we got separation. So I actually started out using a boar and then found out that that was old information. And the bear is the way to go because his AoE tanking ability is like pretty phenomenal. So is that correct? Is that what you think as well? Because there's a lot of info, a lot of opinions out there on the internet. Before I switched, all I could do was kite until they got bored or I died. I was playing in PvP, of course. Ah, okay. Nice. I am so terrible at PvP, but if you mix it with PvE, I enjoy it. One of the greatest moments in my WoW history was Ultra Valley I got involved in that went back and forth for 14 hours. I was there from the beginning to the very end and watched a whole roster change happen multiple times over. And I stuck it out. I played this game for 14 straight hours to win that Ultra Valley and had a blast doing it. I think I was a horde. No, it wasn't horde. I was alliance. I pretty much primary horde, but at some point in time, I think I made an alt alliance because I believe I was playing as a druid in that one. I was a feral druid. Need one more condor meat. There it is. Okay. Where's that thing on orcs? 6 of 10, so let's go ahead and finish that one up. Maybe switch to track humanoids. I think we're actually past the point. No, this looks, all of this looks orcish. Yeah. Here we go. Blackrock Outrunner level 21. They're pretty tanky. His AoE swipe God, this gore tusk. McBratton says, I agree, I used bears as a main until I found ghost pets. Oh, I'll have to check out ghost pets. I didn't even think about that. Two of 6 underbellies. Did I get all the battle axes I needed? Oh, there it is, 7 of 10. Nervous about these guys right here. Oh, the ghost pets were a vanity choice? Okay. I got you. My bear's impressive, man. Silk cloth now. We're really kind of moving up. 9 of 10, we're close. Are there any more this way? Yeah, there are. I can see it on my tracker. Blackrock Renegade, level 21. Oh, there's a imp. Okay, so a warlock is involved. Oh my gosh. It's dead. My pet died. I'm gonna die. I don't have a good way out of this. I don't know where that man, he got aggroed, chain aggroed, it looked like, by 3 mobs. Eventually I'll have feigned death, and I'll have ice traps and stuff like that, but right now I've got wing clip, and that's about it, and that's not going to stop 2 guys and a caster. When it's time, there's a ghost saber in Zuldrak and a ghost wolf in Storm Peaks. Okay. I don't remember their names. That's fine. You gave me all the info I need. I'll be able to Google it. Thanks for that info. I don't remember what Storm Peaks is. Is that a dungeon or a zone? Okay, we've got a renegade and a summoner and a body. And I need to oh gosh! I should have looted that body. Cheetah. Okay. Back to inspect. Let's revive pet first. It's a zone. Storm Peaks is a zone. Okay, thank you. That's just one of those, that's one of the things that I don't recall. I need some better quality food. I need to level my bandaging up. It's not essential for this character because as a hunter you rarely get aggroed. It's only when things go awry. Level 23. And we just hit level 21. Ah, he didn't give an axe. You know, these guys might not drop. Well, my mini-map tells me they do. Ah, there we go, we're done. 10 of 10. And Northrend, okay. That explains why I'm not super familiar with it, because that's about the time I quit. Need to bring up my talent build. Actually, I need to unlock my display and bring up let's see here. The Icy Veins calculator. And go to 21. And they're saying go for Unleashed Fury next. Okay, let's just keep that minimized. And actually go back to game capture. It increases the damage done by your pets by 3%. 3% is a pretty good hike for 1 point, and you can put 5 in there. Wow. Okay. We need 4 more underbelly whelp scales. Ding. Yeah, that's right, McBratton. Double condors. Well, there's a lot of condors there now. Here, let's pull this guy. That must be an AoE, because my bear had aggro. I was talking with another streamer playing vanilla, and he reminded me of the early mount level requirement, which was level 40. What a slog. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier in this episode, that it was only last night that I came to realize, because I saw level 20, that you can get a mount at level 20. And yeah, it used to be you did not get that sucker till 40. That was a premier level point to reach. And those are some of the things that everything has its ups and downs. And the old classic WoW with the long leveling period really made you appreciate, like, you felt more powerful, I think. I don't know, because I haven't leveled to top level here yet. But I know whenever you spend a lot of time with X abilities, you know, and you don't get the better abilities until late and it takes you a long time to get there, you're really familiar with your class and stuff, so
makes
you
for a
can
lot fewer
feel
orcs to
that
worry
change
about.
a lot better. And
Black
it was
Rock
kind of like
Outrunners
that
and
with the
renegades are
mounts.
running ambushes between here and Stonewatch Keep. The leader of the Outrunners is an orc named Theral Zun. We want this orc. Bring me the head of Theral Zun. The Blackrock orcs enlisted Shadowcasters to aid their attacks in Redridge, and they have brought with them devices of dark power, midnight orbs. These orbs have struck telling blows against Redridge's defenders, and it's imperative we remove the demon-tainted items from the conflict. Find and deliver to me midnight orbs from slain Blackrock Shadowcasters. I will then have them disposed of, for this world would be a better place without them.
Nice. So, I think the way that I heard it best described was that I need ammo really bad. Old WoW placed an emphasis. Oh, shoot. I need to buy that back. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I don't need spirit, do I? It is an upgrade. Yeah, we'll get those. They place an emphasis on the leveling process. New WoW places an emphasis on end
Keep your
game.
feet on the ground.
So it's not a matter of better or worse. It's a matter of flavor, like chocolate or vanilla, you know? And I felt like that was the best way to describe it. The differences between original World of Warcraft and what it has turned into. Oh, thank you.
May your generosity be returned to you 100-fold. Thanks a lot.
Good day to you. How are you?
Yeah, see, that right there was just an example of what I was talking about. Whenever I was playing over on Horde as a priest,
See you later.
You didn't get buffed very often. But whenever I was playing on Alliance as the hunter, it's almost considered, it's done so regularly that it seems to me that, like, culturally, over on the Alliance side, it's considered good etiquette.
King's honor, friend.
And that's specific to this server. I don't know that that carries over to other servers.
Farewell.
But it's one of the reasons I decided to go. Oh, look, see, she bowed before me. So, look, there's all these little courtesies, you know. She or he, you don't know, right? But, anyway, that was one of the reasons I decided to go Alliance. Love/hate, really. I miss most of the old features despite their lack of quality of life benefits. Yeah, well, and that's one of the things that I'm really intrigued about current WoW is that they have all these different versions that you can play. You know, and they seem to be improving upon that as time goes on and getting like the mix right. So for example, whenever I started doing this idea here, I initially made a critical mistake. I didn't mean to, but I started out on servers that are called WoW Classic, and then later found out that that's like actual pure vanilla WoW. Old school. And then I got onto the Wrath of the Lich King, and I noticed that some of the UI from retail WoW, like quest tracking and icons and telling you know, old WoW didn't do that at all. Old WoW players would probably call you a crybaby and say you needed your hand held. That would be an incorrect accusation, but you know how people are. That's how they would do it. The same as if you join a PvE server, the guys on PvP servers are like, oh, you're a Care Bear, you know, or something like that, you know. So you didn't get those helps and tips in old World of Warcraft. But Wrath of the Lich King, seems to be sort of a halfway point where it's mixing some new with the old. And then whenever you get onto the classic servers that are experiencing the seasons, you got all kinds of stuff going on there. So I don't know. It all looks pretty interesting to me. I'm not prepared to weigh in as if it's whether it's good or bad. I don't have enough experience, but it's intriguing. That's for sure. I know I am intrigued. It has held my interest. When I downloaded this client, I was stunned. It started off with me watching YouTube videos on something, I don't know, Destiny 2 or something, and then it auto-tripped to a video on World of Warcraft, and I was busy doing something in the background where I didn't switch off of that right away, and as it went on more and more, I kind of was listening to it more and more. And I was laughing at myself, being like, dude, why are you listening to WoW stuff? You know, you quit for a reason. But then I noticed I didn't, I watched another video after that. And then the next day, World of Warcraft kept coming onto the brain. And I looked up the Season of Discovery stuff, and I didn't know enough about seasons to really understand what I was looking at. So, because ignorance puts you in a position of curiosity, I wanted to continue to try and decipher what it was I was hearing. And then I tried to turn the thought off in my head, and I kept thinking of World of Warcraft, and I was laughing at myself. Like, why is World of Warcraft on my brain? And then that eventually turned into learning that they were offering levels 1 through 20 for free, so I went ahead and downloaded the client, and I was laughing at myself as I did that. I'm like, dude, what are you doing, man? And then I got into it, and I was playing a little bit, and then I decided to buy 2 months of game time. It's just one thing after another. You used to have to add all those UIs through third parties. Eventually, WoW adopted them. Yeah, I've got a lot of third-party stuff going on right here, right now, with my add-ons. And that's exactly right. Like, I've got Questy here. But where I used full Questy on the classic server, the one that I started on by accident, when I came over to the Wrath of the Lich King server, I realized I wanted to keep the Blizzard. The Questy actually gave me the option. It was built into the add-on. And I wanted to keep the Blizzard UI when it came to Wrath of the Lich King. I didn't want that for WoW Classic, but
What can I do for you?
I did for Lich King.
Well done, adventurer. Such fine specimens, too. Here is your delicious delicacy known as Redridge goulash.
All right, we got more baby dragons to kill. Yeah, so I'm just sort of still in this state of being a little surprised at myself that I'm back in World of Warcraft and having fun doing it. I didn't think I'd ever come back to this game. My impression was that the game was now for small children. And here I am, pushing 50. You know, I'm an older gamer. And having fun. I'm having fun with it. And I'm really digging this dwarf. I never played dwarves before. I was primarily horde. But I did come over to try Alliance for a little bit on like some alts, because it used to be my thing was I don't know what word to use. It was like borderline therapeutic for me to level characters from 0 to 60 while listening to music in the background or something like that, you know. It's just what I did to pass the time, and it calmed me down and kind of pulled all the strings back together, and then I was able to handle another week of work. It was like that kind of a phase in my life. And And so because I enjoyed leveling a lot, then sometimes I would go away from the server that I was on with my guild just to kind of get some anonymity and not be bothered at all. Have no contacts, you know, nobody whispering me at all. And I think that's why I had alliance characters on like other servers and stuff. I've been gone so long that none of those characters exist anymore. They deleted them all. Yeah. Friend, it's been a pleasure. I'll circle back again sometime to see your progress. I may have to go back in myself. No problem, man. I'm glad you had fun. You got a little taste of WoW, and, you know, good luck on making your decisions in the future. It is free to play 1 to 20. So have a wonderful day and Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for dropping by and for the conversation. There goes Apple. Kind-hearted player. All right, we're at 3 of 6. Oh, thanks again.
Ah, you're nice.
I'm at 3 of 6 on the whelp scales. There's another one, right? Right, there's a tree in my way. There we go. Saying blessings to you and yours is what McBratton said before dipping out. This is a great time of the year, and I feel more social during this time of the year, I think. I'm normally a little bit of a recluse. I've been like that. That's not because of my age either. I've been like that my whole life. But it's not that I'm antisocial. I like people plenty, but I'm a total introvert. But I tell you what, whenever I'm having fun playing games and people drop by in the chat to talk, I genuinely enjoy talking to them. Even yesterday when, you know, homeboy was like, dude, you're boring. That didn't offend me or anything. I was, okay. You know, how's your day going? Hey, we got a cloak of agility there. That should be an upgrade. +3 agility and plus armor also. There we go. Moving on up in the world. Do I need anything from Murlocs? Yeah, I need Murloc fins. I can look here at my threat generation. There we go. Incoming. No, not incoming. So finishing that thought, but especially during this time of the year, it must be ingrained into me. There's just this idea about, you know, when it gets to Christmas time, you wish everybody a Merry Christmas. It's peace on earth and goodwill towards men, you know, so you just kind of, at least for me, I'm just already predisposed to be in that state of mind. All right, we could have some trouble here. There's a lot of guys. That went fairly well. Oh, we picked up some spotted sunfish. Well, that's going pretty quick. Quicker than the dragon scales. This one. Move. Not bad. Surely my guy has leveled up by now. Or did I already give him his point? No, he's got another one. Great stamina. I think that's what I want. Or do I want this? Pet barding. Increases your pet's armor by 5% and chance to dodge by 1%. Or increase your pet's total stamina by 2%. Increases all healing effects on your pet. I think this one's the easy choice. This line right here. So we'll start with this. Oh, no, my bad. I don't have a point to spend. I have 1 point in it. Okay. Go get that dude. Oh, he healed himself. There. Arcane shot. I arcane shotted him into the grave. 7 of 10 on sunfish. 6 of 8 on the fins. Uh-oh, we got repop. We need to kill this guy quick. Those druid buffs are helping. We're pretty stout right now. Alright, how's that do? Underbelly Scales is complete. 6 of 8 on the fins and the sunfish. I don't see 8 of 10 on the sunfish. Seven of 8 on the fins. I need to open up Questy. Options. Huh. Icons. Tracker, auto, advanced. Auto complete. Somewhere in here, there's an option to minimize this during combat that I selected. And I don't want that to happen anymore. Hide. Completed. When this is checked, completed achievement objectives will automatically be removed from the Questy tracker. Okay. When this is checked, completed quest objectives will automatically be removed from the Questy tracker. They say the same thing. Quest objectives. Achieve objectives. What if I don't know. I'm going to have to toy around with that. My bear never dropped below 80%, I don't think, on health. We just completed that quest. Okay. Where exactly am I at on this map? here, we are going to turn around and head back to town to turn in some quests. I need Brutes and Mystics. They're off to my right, I think. We're like kind of in the vicinity of those, I believe. That's where we will also get Iron Pikes and Iron Rivets. Selling fish is complete. Solomon's Law is no longer red. The Dead Mines has turned yellow if I want to do a dungeon. There goes Apple. / wave. I probably should have given her a salute. A wave maybe indicates, hey, here I am, give me another buff. I don't think she would interpret it that way. I still have those buffs on me. So I think we're okay. I think she took it the right way. Oh, back. We gotta turn north up here. And I'm at 2 hours of streaming, so what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna keep playing, but I'm gonna drop stream for right now. Take a little bit of a break, maybe eat something, and I think I'll probably be back on later today, trying to clear this zone out. But man, it's been fun. I'm level 21. I feel like I'm averaging 16,500 XP per hour. So that's compared to what I've experienced during this time, and that's pretty good. I don't really know if it's good overall because I can't remember them. I don't know. I used to follow some walkthrough guides where I had some crazy high, like 60,000 XP per hour.
What can I do for you?
But
for the Alliance.
I'm doing it kind of more on my
These will
own
get me
now.
out of debt to Argus. See you later.
Are these better? That's cloth. That was replaced. Where are those gloves? Here they are. Yeah. They are better. So I'll take those. Let's go ahead and repair and sell.
I have the finest wires in the land.
Shadow gem. I want to open that actually. I don't need that anymore.
See you soon.
Pop this open. Okay.
What can I get for you today?
Let's go
Safe
turn
travel.
this other one in. This must be for the
Good
fish.
day to you. Have a good one. Pleasure doing business with you, matey. Well done, adventurer. I hope you didn't have too much trouble with those murlocs. It's strange seeing them so far from the sea. I wonder if they're here, because they're running from something.
This is a little bit worse. Dwarven fishing pole. I wonder if that's where the phrase fishing poles, like, I wonder if that's where that comes from. I doubt it, but that's funny. Let's go into the inn because we get rested XP when we stay here.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Let me browse your goods. Sell.
Light bless you.
Oh, whoops. I have another one.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Okay. Well, there we go, guys. Again, I'm Aesop Grim. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. I do plan on coming back on later tonight. So, or later today. I don't know how long I'll be gone. It may just be for a few hours. But I am going to take a bit of a break. Gosh, it might. I don't know. It could be 30 minutes. It could be 3 hours. But I do plan on being back on later today. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you to those of you who dropped by. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for any likes I got and any subscriptions. But none of that is necessary at all. Most of all, it's just thanks for being here. And I hope this was enjoyable for you. And I will see you guys later.